started on time at 7:20.
All right.
I'll share that for whatever that's worth.
We are broadcasting on the Gyre Wildcat basketball fan page. If you are tuning in, share this out. We're live in Denton, Texas at the Denton Gyre Gymnasium. Be joined by Jerome Coles and Chris Barnes tonight. Gyre versus Bryron Nelson, the two top teams in the district. The gym should be electric. I know Bryron Nelson doesn't have to travel far from Trophy Club, and they'll have their fan base out here. We need the Gyre fans to show up. Looks like we got quite a few students already assembling over there, Jerome.
I think this may be what we consider our rivalry in the district this year.
Yeah, we've got, man, what a crew tonight. We've got Melanie McGuy on a camera again. I figured I'd run y'all off after Tuesday night, but they came back, folks, and it's going to be fun. Chris, once we get the broadcast going, we'll talk a little PBA as well.
Well, I don't know anybody. We're here for basketball tonight, but yeah, if I'd have bowled any good, to be honest, I wouldn't be here. So.
Well, we definitely appreciate you.
It's still a win for me one way or the other, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Chris Barnes, the father of Ryan Barnes, one of the starters on the Gyre Wildcats, is, for some of you that don't know, a professional bowler. And man, I'm envious. You get to you get to do sport for a living.
Yeah, I've got to play a game for a long, long time now, and made a decent living at it. Got to travel the world, and who would have thought, growing up in Kansas.
I want to clarify something right now because I've heard it from some other folks. Did you do professional putt-putt as well? I've heard that, though.
A literal lifetime ago. But, yeah, when I was 19, I played professional putt-putt. I made a TV show.
See, Jerome, I don't make this stuff up.
John,
Jerome was looking at me like,
I was like, where did you pull that out of your head,
It's
John?
part of my job to do some homework before I get here.
All right.
You guys are like the pretty faces, and I do all the work, right?
Wow.
I'll take that.
He's the pretty face. I'm along for the ride.
Hey, guys, we are tuning in. John Piper, Chris Barnes, Jerome Coles here live at Gyre Gymnasium, bringing you live action. Bryron Nelson Bobcats versus the Gyre Wildcats in a district showdown here. I believe this is this game and then two more home games is all that remain in the regular season, Jerome.
Yeah, that's it. We have two more district games.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Matter of fact, I've got something right here. Chris Barnes with the basketball. Who's that fella you're next to there?
I can't see the picture small enough. I think that was a couple of years ago.
Chris is palming a basketball.
Is that Chris palming the basketball?
Yeah. It's probably a charity event somewhere.
Yeah, we bowl the Chris Paul event every year, except for this year, actually. And so every year I partnered up with him 2 or 3 times. Got a chance to bowl with and against T.O. and LeBron and Durant and Wade and Khalid. And
sounds like an awesome event.
It is a pretty cool thing, and he's well connected, and he treats us really well. But we bowl a little doubles thing there, and it's pretty cool to get to see some of the guys that we idolize, and they have to come to our world a little bit. So,
well, I did see that commercial with Chris Paul and State Farm and the Buck coming in his garage and knocking all of his bowling balls off. So
yeah, he's talking about 3 strikes in the 10th. I was actually his partner. That's a true story.
Oh, wow.
I threw 3 strikes in the 10th for us to win, but and he struck in the shot before that. So we teamed up and won his event the one year. So
awesome.
It was very cool.
Awesome.
Thank John Fondon Insurance for bringing this game. He brought Tuesday night's game to us, and again tonight, John Fondon Insurance, a locally owned agency, been in the business 12 years right here in the Denton community. You can call or text him at 940-384-9600. Strong supporter of Gyre Athletics. He supports baseball, basketball, and a big presence up here in the Gyre community. Again, thank you, John Fondon Insurance. Give him a call or text for an insurance checkup. If he can't save you money, he'll probably buy you a free cup of coffee. John Fondon Insurance, thank you so much.
They came out really aggressive against us last matchup, and I think that we really have something to prove to ourselves and also to our fans.
Yeah, I agree, Jerome. I think at times we played down to our competition, and this is one of the best teams in the district, and one of the better teams we've played since the beginning of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for your Geyer Wildcats. Stand 6'5" is a junior. Number 23 in the guard spot, Braden Bradshaw. A senior at 6 foot even, a guard spot. Number 3, Ryan Barnes. In the guard spot, a senior, he stands 6'5". He's a sophomore, Michi Chukwu. At 6'5", a senior guard, number 13, Ty Magai. And also in the forward spot, a senior at 6'8", number 24, Jacoby Coles. The Wildcats are coached by head coach Grant Long, assisted by Benson Curry, Michael Eddy, and Aaron
It's
Roberts.
a special night for the Magai family. Ty Magai turns 19 tonight.
Hey.
So, you know, he's, I'm sure his mom and dad said, hey, at least go out and get 19 for us tonight. What do you think?
I'm sure Ty's very motivated for this game right here.
Ty Magai. Well, having, he really, between he and Ryan, had to really pick up a lot of slack. We were talking about it on the Tuesday night broadcast when Jacoby went down with that about a month-long ankle injury. You know, Geyer really did a good job playing as a team and unifying and playing some good basketball. Now you got Jacoby Coles back and you know, looking for a deep run into the playoffs.
You had to play a different way for sure because Meach doesn't create his own shots nearly as easily as Jacoby does. And I thought Kyron did a fantastic job through there, picking up the slack with rebounds, and Jace added a lot of toughness on defense, and that's been a key to the run as we keep going here.
Yes.
Byron Nelson controls the tip, moving the ball. They're going to try to slow down the Geyer Wildcats. Looks like a little perimeter play here. He's selective on their shots. Finley Bizjack in. Nice reverse layup there.
Looked like Barnes was a little too concerned with his perimeter threat there and got beat right inside. Great entry pass by Coles, and Meach wasn't able to turn that turnaround into 2.
Again, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'd love to hear from you. If you can comment, share the broadcast. Jacoby Coles takes it strong with the left hand. Nice power move there. Jacoby's father and Chris Barnes, a professional bowler. I would like to hit you up for some bowling lessons sometime. You probably hate doing that, but you probably get asked that a lot, don't you?
From time to time, that's part of what I do now. That's as I get older, those who can do and those who can't teach. So that's what I do more teaching now than I used to.
Hey, teaching,
sure.
whether it's basketball, baseball, there's quarterback clinics, quarterback ranches. A friend of mine, Bill Webb, runs the quarterback ranch over there in the HEB area. Real successful, produces a lot of great quarterbacks.
Awesome. I didn't know that. Okay, they got those around here. I've heard about them. I didn't know. I should have known. This is Texas, the football state.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tough miss there by Magai in the lane.
Well, cut nothing but air right there.
Yeah. We're doing a little bit better job on the perimeter. We've gotten hurt early in some games with some easy threes, over helping on the drive, and they're kicking out for easy buckets. We're not giving that up as much here at the beginning. And as much size as we have, there's not as much reason to, as I say that, over help in the lane.
Not protecting the basket. I mean,
that's
boy, big monster dunk by Jaden McCray.
KJ just came in and got
6'5"
crossed up
forward.
on a pick there. And
yeah, KJ Liggins, a physical dual sport athlete, plays football as well. And you can tell he doesn't mind mixing up in the middle with those big guys.
It's kind of a 1-2 punch there at the point guard. KJ adds some more physicality for sure, and you know, he'll take it a little harder to the rim, and Ryan will be a little bit more of a facilitator, pass it quick and quick trigger shoot if it gets called for.
And Ryan brings also a lot of defensive pressure for our team and sets the pace on with us with that defensive conscience.
Jacoby Coles with a fadeaway jumper. Tries to
Nice
fall.
job,
Wow.
guy. Oh, that's Jace.
Nice. Jace Wilson in.
Jace Wilson.
Nice up and in.
As he often so often here, he's the younger brother of Jalen Wilson, the Kansas freshman who broke his foot.
Got a big lineup in there. Guyer's averaging about 6'5" across there.
Well, basically, except when Ryan and KJ are in there, they're all 6'5".
Yeah. And if you're just joining us, Tyler McGuy, the senior, it is his birthday night.
Jace, spring tough. Right there.
Good feed inside and great move by Jace. Jace is getting a lot of confidence now. I mean, he's playing with a lot of confidence. He's very strong and athletic, and he brings a lot of intensity on the defensive end.
Amici Chukwu has really spent a lot of time in the weight room. He's a very chiseled senior there. He played football as a middle schooler, but
that's a grown man right there.
Big presence there. He's done a lot of work in the offseason, you can tell, and it's important. You know, doesn't score a lot of points, but physical presence underneath, blocks out well, rebounds.
When you get guys that are weak at defensive rebounding, he gets them in bunches. Because, there's no holding him off the spot if you're not strong and athletic enough. This guy, I think he could spend about 30 minutes with a tight end coach and make himself several million.
Absolutely.
He's quick and he's got great hands.
My sentiments exactly. I mean,
well,
he does
I know
have
Coach
that
Walsh
body.
tried to get him up through his junior year, but I think he had a couple concussions and probably made the right choice. You know, you got to protect your mental health for sure. And they even tried to get, I think, Jacoby Coles, big tight end there. Couldn't quite get him off the basketball court.
Would be a sight to see. That would have been something I would have loved to see, but. I would never say never.
Again, thank you, John Fondant Insurance. His number is right there on the screen. You can call or text 940-384-9600. Longtime Denton area insurance agent. You can get an insurance checkup, cars, boats, RVs, motorcycles, even some small business insurance. Give John Fondant Insurance a call. Well, how did that not fall? Jacoby Coles in for normally a sure-handed left-handed layup, and it just wouldn't quite fall in and out.
I tell you, it looks to me that Bryron Nelson is out to win this game, and they're coming out fighting, and I think we just have to match their intensity. I don't see it right now, but hopefully Coach Long is on the bench right now giving instructions on defensive pressure and defensive rebounding.
Jerome, we saw that a little bit Tuesday night. Guyer gets off to an early, quick, fast-paced lead, and then just kind of settled in, kind of played at their opponent's level. They're not going to be able to do that tonight. They're going to have to come out here and really pick up the intensity here in this second quarter, down only putting 12 points on the board this first quarter. At the start of the second quarter, Byron Nelson does lead it 17-12 here at the Guyer Wildcat Gymnasium. Joined by Chris Barnes, Jerome Coles, I'm John Piper. Thank y'all for tuning in.
And they just moved him. They brought in Jace and put Ty up at the point. We'll see what that kind of facilitates. Going really big now. And obviously we're calling this one a little loose tonight so far. It looks like there was a little bit I got to watch it Tuesday night.
They're allowing them to play. I like that.
Playing a lot the other night. So.
Yeah,
now
nice
you know what you got. You're going to play through contact. You're going to have to hold your spot. Well, and they let them play right there too on both ends. He fought through that one. Looked like he was giving up about 40 pounds to Meach and fought through it and made the bucket. So
tough shot.
Ty McGuy takes it strong in. Looks like he gets bumped. Call a blocking foul.
Yeah, probably a few too many dribbles in there that time. It's probably.
Guyer starting to get the ball to drop.
Brady Bradshaw for two.
I mean, already I've seen more, 2 or 3 attacks down to Meach down the low block and getting the ball into Kobe on the low block, and it seems there is a game plan there to to go ahead and attack
Jacoby
that
Cole.
lack of depth that you were talking about
Yes.
down low and see if we can get him in foul trouble. It doesn't look like they're going to call a whole lot, but you keep attacking it one way or the other. There's not much choice.
Frustration sets in.
Yeah.
We do want to thank Melanie McGuy. She's on one of the cameras. We've got 3 cameras on the broadcast tonight.
That was the same foul they called down the other end, too. They had Tyler wrapped
Absolutely.
right across the forearm, and he fought through it and made the bucket anyway every time. Whether it's a foul or not, it looks like one.
Substitutions.
You get a shout out from Brian Perkins. Said, thanks for sharing this out, Chris. So Nancy Johnson, thanks for tuning in. Lori Godwin, tuning in, watching number 13, Ty McGon, his birthday night.
A couple of them there. My sister and brother-in-law, I think, are watching. The Sullivans are watching.
Biz Jack's making
Yeah,
the
I'd love
first.
to get some feedback from them.
Good move.
Nice.
Count it. Timeout.
Timeout action.
Well, it's one thing. Once Ty gets going, it's going to boost us. He hasn't really got going yet, but once he does, we'll look for a big swing for the Wildcats going into the halftime.
Yeah, it's a fact. He's a bucket. Little McDermott.
Wait, during this timeout break, we would like to thank another Guyer Wildcats sponsor, TexasCloudRealty.com. I believe they've been in the business 12 plus years as well, just like Mr. Fondon. Just go to www.txcloudrealty.com for all your homeowner needs, whether you're buying, selling, looking at investment property. They'll take great care of you. Check them out on Google. I think over 50 reviews on Google. Thank you, TexasCloudRealty.com.
Out of bounds, Wildcats.
It gives Byron Nelson a 3-point lead with 36 seconds left. Will Guyer hold for one, or will they push the?
They'll just play their set here and see if they get a good shot. They'll take it whenever they get it. Yeah, a little flop there. That's
Nice. Well, that's his sweet spot, just backing his man down. Little turnaround jumper right there in the paint. Easy basket for Jacoby Coles, sorry. It's 7.8 seconds left in this first half. It's been back and forth. The guy's going to take it. That's his last second shot.
It's a good take.
Takes it in there hard. Yep. We saw that a lot on Tuesday night, Jerome. Ty McGuy, known as most of his career as a perimeter shooter, good 3-point shooter, taking the ball to the hoop quite a bit more this season.
Yes, that he's definitely it's definitely a skill that he's gained confidence in, and he's been doing it a lot this year. It's actually utilizing the dribble for a score a lot. So that's a skill that he's picked up, and he's definitely enhanced his game.
As again, the game plan and the scouting report shows him as a shooter.
Right.
To force him to get out of that and take it to the bucket.
High percentage free throw shooter, Ty McGuy. His birthday night, he'll exit the game. Braden Bradshaw will come in. Well, Jerome, what are some of your takeaways from that first half of action?
Well, they're spreading us out pretty good. Again, we have the length on the team, but they have the quickness, and they're spreading us out. They're getting to the basket, and they're getting the calls right now. So we have to focus in on our on-the-ball defense. We have to really stay in front of the guys and quit using our bodies to touch them, because the referees are calling that foul right now.
What's the message Coach Long takes into the locker room here at the half to, Guyer's right in this one, just a 1-point deficit, but they come out, and Byron Nelson getting a lot of second and third chance buckets there, especially on the offensive board.
I think it's a toughness. It's a gut check. they're coming here to win, and we have to fight like it's, like we're defending our territory. So we have to come out with a little bit more zest, a little more toughness, and bring that to the, our bench is longer than theirs. So if we get tired, we have people that can come in, and we don't lose that much. So everybody needs to amp their intensity.
Well, hey, we've got Reese Waddell join us here, man. I think I'm going to give up my mic, man. You guys are doing great. You guys are Gyre insiders. You guys have a little chat with Reese Waddell. Reese Waddell, this is, we were talking, this is kind of what we expected, a tight ball game, the two best teams in the district.
Yes.
And anything different that you saw here in this first half that you didn't expect?
No, I knew it was going to be a really defensive battle, low scoring, and that's kind of the MO for both these teams. Bryron was really trying to take away Gyre's paint, not let him get anything easy around the basket. And Jacoby Coles is leading them right now with 12 points, and they'll definitely lean on him in the second half.
Reese, say hi to all the fans out there at Denton Record Chronicle.
Hi, everyone.
out there, and we're on the Gyre Facebook page. But
okay.
Reese Waddell, got to know you a lot this football season. You did a great job covering Texas high school football. That was a fun run. We talked about it at AT&T Stadium.
Sure
and now the Gyre Wildcats have an opportunity to go deep into the playoffs, and I think Mr. Barnes over here has already booked his travel plans to San Antonio.
Well, that'd be great if they do. They certainly have a very complete team, and it's something that Coach Long and I have talked about over the past couple of weeks. They just have so much depth, and they dealt with a lot of injuries early on, which allowed different guys to get playing time, which really helps this time of year. It really helps. Really tough place to play, great atmosphere. Keller packs it in, and they gave Gyre their best shot for a quarter and a half, but after that, Gyre just wears teams down, and I think we'll probably see some of that in the second half.
Yeah, speaking of, we've got Jerome Coles, father of Jacoby Coles, on here. And, he was out for a month, and he brings that big body,
Yes.
that big presence back. He's starting to get back in playing shape. I think Jerome says he's up to about 83% and going to be ripe for a playoff run there.
That's good to hear.
Some insight from, we talk about a lot, the father, dad, coach, because Jerome's a coach as well. Talk a little bit to Jerome about what it's going to take to get to San Antonio.
Well, I'll tell you, we have an excellent team. We have players that goes at least 8 or 9 deep, and we don't lose much.
Yeah.
So, again, if we continue to intensify the game and continue our defensive pressure, teams usually are wear down. But right now, I don't see that intensity. So I'm looking forward to it the third quarter, bringing that intensity, that fire that we need, and then I think once they start to see that and they feel the pressure, they'll start turning the ball over, and then there we go.
There's something about that second half intensity. When they come out, it really just seems like they flip a switch and turn it on.
Yes.
And in the third and fourth quarter especially, they are just so good at making runs and just making the other team not even want to be in the same gym.
It's that will to win, and I think we have it, and I think we will see it the third quarter.
Reese Waddell, Denton Record Chronicle, man, thank you for all you do for our high school sports.
Absolutely.
And the coverage you provide with the Denton Record Chronicle. We're going to take a short break, about 5 minutes until the
Third person, like you said, Jerome. Now, even though they didn't have a lot of fouls in the first half, they're starting to wear down some of their bigs. How is that not a foul?
time a guy pulls up for a jumper or falls a little deep off the back of the rim. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are bringing you live Gyre basketball action starting the third quarter with a tight one here. Byron Nelson leading 32-31. Joined at the half by Reese Waddell, Denton Record Chronicle beat writer.
Good
Chukwu
contest.
at the board. Nice transition. Jacoby Coles looking for a man underneath. Doesn't find him back out to time a guy. Oh, big three right there by Jacoby.
Well, and that's a lot of what Guyer needs right there. A great contest on one end that led to a missed shot, then a step-out three as they were playing soft on him, so he didn't take him to the cup.
Nice momentum exchange there, Chris and Jerome. Be nice to go on about an 8 or 10-0 run right here.
Don't foul. Now he got it. That time he actually created a turnover. Nice pass. That is a great look right there. There's a big man there with 3 straight plays, and that's exactly what you need is your leader to come out on fire.
And that slows down timeout, Bryron Nelson.
Good run out with time of guy. He sprinted down the court and he received the pass.
Yeah, Jacoby did a nice job seeing the vision, seeing the full court. Guyer takes really the biggest lead of the game. It's only 4 points.
It's nothing but effort when the slowest guy on the court gets behind everybody.
Right. I tell you, it's effort. I've seen him sprint it out, and that's what we're needing.
Hey, we do want to thank another one of our sponsors, Texas Cloud Realty. That's one of their homes they have listed in Argyle, Texas. Of course, that's not the Guyer School District, but if you're becoming an empty nester or thinking about moving to the area, check them out. txcloudrealty.com. Thank you so much. Guyer basketball, as well as both your wives. I know they spend a lot of time with the Booster Club, and it doesn't just happen by itself, does it, Gus?
Well, I think both of them put in a lot more hours than they anticipated on when that thing started. So
you know, I don't know if it typically happens like that, but I tell you, they both are hard workers, and they love the Wildcats program. You know, I want to take these headphones off and just scream out, "Keep playing hard!"
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you're wondering the voices on here, we got Chris Barnes, Jerome Coles. I'm John Piper, broadcasting here at the Guyer Gymnasium. Say hi to everybody right there. You got some buddies on there, Chris. Right there. You're right there.
Well, I tell you, the referees have put a stamp on it, but it's something we're going to have to overcome, and it's up to Jacoby. He's a senior. He needs to get his team together and understand that this is a part of it.
Yeah, it won't be the first time. It won't be the last time.
Bryron Nelson still staying patient, looking for those in and outs.
Nice job of walling up there by Meach.
Oh, wow. Big three-pointer, and gets fouled on it, falling into his own bench. Foul be called on Amici Chukwu. It's kind of like a little rope-a-dope. I don't know if you remember some of the Muhammad Ali fights, or maybe you've seen them on YouTube. But Bryron Nelson just kind of standing back, trying to have Guyer come at him, getting him a little impatient, and just being real patient, looking for that open man. Right there.
Spreading us out.
Yeah, somebody didn't rotate there down to the low side when it went down to the corner. There we go. And
that ignites that
there
blue
we go.
crew.
We needed that one right there. We needed that, Amici.
that's a fact, because the last thing we need is get down by a little bit and let them really. KJ Liggins comes in for Barnes. That's about usual on the rotation. They've been splitting up a lot of time, and gets fresh legs up there again at the point. Look for KJ to be more aggressive off the dribble and attack the paint off the dribble there.
That's some great insight, Chris.
Yes.
Bryron Liggins. For those of you who don't know, this young man is bouncy here. 6'7", sophomore, and he adds a lot of athleticism and a lot of length.
Guyer putting some full court pressure on. KJ Liggins tried to pickpocket him. Looks like he got a little bit of the wrist.
As the players like to say, ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Good job, KJ.
Another
This one back on play.
Back-to-back turnovers. Pace of this game is starting to pick up.
Well, just a little. This quarter's flown by without a whole lot. We had that early 6-0 run, and then since then we scored 3 in the next 4 minutes now.
We need to go at him right here. We need to really go at him right here. He's on the line.
5.5 minutes into the third quarter.
So Austin Garner, the 6'4" senior, scrappy player. He throws himself out there.
Yeah, well, he's been a leader for him all year. This isn't an accident. Offense. Now we're going to go a little bit small ball. Time the guy's out. Ryan Barnes is in for him. So you got Liggins, Coles, Kai Lindsay.
Big Jerome takes it in strong and gets the basket.
That's the same body.
Much needed basket for Geyer. Gets a little fire going there amongst his teammates, the bench.
You watch this little matchup. KJ is going to stay on the freshman now. Finley Bizjack, number 3 there.
Nice board, Jacoby Coles. We're going to drive the ball.
There we go. It's about time to even things up a little bit. Even the refs got to know at this point. They have a way.
Kyron Lindsay posting up down there draws the foul.
He had about 6 inches. That was just a smart play. He put him on his butt right there, about 6 feet out in the middle of the lane.
Geyer definitely does a good job with transition players in and out. They've got about an eight-man rotation.
There's an 8-man rotation, and that's solid all the way across. So, like Jerome said, you can interchange a lot of players. You can't. It's hard to replace Coles and McGuy, but
we go 9 deep. I mean, we go 9 deep, and we don't lose very much with that 9 deep. And I think we have to utilize that to our advantage.
We do want to thank John Fondon Insurance again. That's a picture of he and his wife Jan, part of our community, hardworking, local insurance agency. Give them a call or text them at 940-384-9600. They're right up there off Teasley Lane and Stemmons Freeway. Very convenient to the Geyer community. Thank you so much, John Fondon Insurance. Well, Chris, I want to thank you for hopping on here. It's not easy to do all this by yourself, and I came up here on Tuesday. I thought I was going to do it by myself. Jerome hopped in here and helped out a lot. You helping out here, providing some great insight to Geyer basketball, and I can tell you're just an avid sportsman in general. And
well, basketball was my first love. I just wasn't good enough like Jerome. I couldn't make a living at it, so I moved on to some pursuits that better suited my skill set.
And you've done well. You've done well, I would say. Absolutely.
Ty getting an extended, they're giving him an extended break here. I'm not sure in the midst of all those fouls too, he may actually have some foul trouble. More contact down low, no call there on the double, and Ryan was late getting over there. So once they made the pass, he was on a huge mismatch.
Yeah.
Looked like he tried to make the foul before the bucket and didn't follow through enough.
Number 23, Jesse Oweezy, 6'6" forward. Chance for a three-point play here. In and out. Guy's going to have a chance to last-second shot. Big time a guy. He may have gotten fouled. Oh, he did it!
They gave it to him.
Is that going to count?
They counted it. Counted it. Yes,
on his birthday
night. And
he
one.
Got fouled.
Should have been.
Time a guy. Wow.
We needed that. That gave us a little momentum.
You know, Ty, I don't know if it's his birthday night. He was a little slow to get his normal offensive routine going, but I think we can all agree that might have just sparked his fourth quarter performance as we head into quarter number 4.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, he's going to have fresh legs now. He sat about the last 3.5 minutes of that quarter there when they went to the full trap and put Jason Chiron and got the long and length and quickness there to try and create some stuff defensively, and now him and Jacoby are going to have to take over this fourth quarter and make some shots.
I was going to say the same thing. I think now that he's gotten the rest, that he's got a chance to observe the game from the bench, and now he sees the openings. He needs to go ahead and take it to the basket, and hopefully we'll start getting some fouls this quarter.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this is everything we hope for. 8 minutes left in this ball game. Bryron Nelson here on the road with a 1-point lead, 47-46. It's going to be exciting down the stretch.
Again, we're going big. The freshman holding his wrist.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again on defense. Just focus in, guys.
Oh, nice block. Jacoby Coles goes up there, gets all ball. Byron Nelson maintains possession. Jade McCray.
Yeah.
He didn't like his odds there, trying to take Jacoby Coles to the baseline, so he pulls it back out. Byron Nelson goes back to their slowdown.
He basically had him isolated there one-on-one. He obviously doesn't have enough handle to feel like he could go there either. So
just trying to figure out what
are we doing
right
here
now.
This is the only problem with going big is that it's easy for him to get separation and restart the 5 count.
Jacoby Coles doing a nice job, gets a steal. Nice pass. Oh, wow. Jacoby Coles out on the perimeter with the steal. And a heads-up pass.
That one's not going to be a film highlight for number 11 when he goes back and the big man picks his pocket out there at half court.
No, not at all.
And once again, Coles coming up and showing why he's the leader of this squad. Defensive turnover, great assist on the run, and this time we got to finish through contact.
Gower could force another turnover right here. Stretch it out to a couple possession lead. That would change the dynamics of Byron Nelson's offensive strategy right here, Chris.
Yeah, watching this game is nice recovery by Kai and Ty there to contest and not foul and be able to get that one back.
Ty McGuy takes it in, gets the basket.
Good bucket.
Nice isolation up top. They got to guard him. They know he can do a step back 3 or take it to the lane.
Man, it looks like to me that Byron Nelson coach is misreading the situation. He's up in the game and keeps pushing the.
Hopefully keeps talking so we can get a check.
Well, playoffs will not come without adversity, and we got a little bit here right now. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go, down by 1 to probably what constitutes the biggest league rival, district rival.
Yeah, you don't want to just walk into the playoffs without some adversity. Great point, Chris. And you want to be able to battle and go down to the wire. And it looks like this one is going to go to the wire.
I thought last week when they got down by 12 to a team that was pretty good at playing keep away, that was a pretty good test. And they answered the bell there really well. Here's a little more talented team and different type of pressure.
Austin Garner for Byron Nelson Trophy Club might be the go-to guy here in this fourth quarter. Ty McGuy at the top of the key. He's going to take it. Look. Nice move to the basket off the glass.
I thought he was looking to kick back out to Coles there halfway through, but everybody kind of fell off and looked like they thought the same thing. 52-53. Byron Nelson still up by 1. 2:58 to go.
Ty McGuy, the quarterback on the court currently. He'll try to take his man one-on-one. Nice kicking. Nice movement there.
I like the little pick and roll thing they had set up there. That was going to be
good two-man right there. It was a great two-man setup, and they just got a kick ball.
Yep.
Yeah, Ty with a nice move back to his left, and that created some separation.
He is the fastest. You know, he doesn't look quick, but he understands spacing about as well as anybody at this level of the game can. He had Kobe run on that roll there, and that was going to be full momentum heading right to the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good district title on the line as well, as these two teams are only one game apart.
Ty McGuy.
Yes, sir.
He's just taking charge here in this fourth quarter.
He just put him on his hip, and everybody fell off, waiting for him to kick it back to Kobe. For Kobe
Ty
being
McGuy
such
on
a
his
huge
birthday
force.
night.
Yes.
They do not have an answer for him right here.
They're reading each other well. It's the spacing of it, and then Byron Nelson is paying a lot of attention to the outside kick, and Ty's reading that and taking it to the basket. Awesome move.
Ty McGuy will go to the line to finish off his three-point play. High percentage free throw shooter. And he hits it.
You must be better than most announcers. You didn't even jinx him there.
Hey, I'm definitely neutral.
So let's play a solid
right.
defensive
Yeah, we need a good
effort
set
right
here.
here.
Yeah.
He says Chris Barnes is my favorite Pro Bowler.
All right.
I like it.
Love
Hey,
it.
hey, that's a good time. Let's bring up Chris right here. Chris, did you recall who you're there with?
Yeah, that's Chris Paul right there. So
Yeah, Chris Paul.
he's
That's
holding the
Barnes
bowling ball
on
and
the
I'm holding the
broadcast with
basketball. So
That's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually.
he's a good dude.
I love
He's a really
the palm action.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I hope I'm not breaking any PBA broadcast rights here by sharing this on our broadcast.
I don't think anybody's going to come back on you on this one.
Okay, good.
So, well, Jace is out now for offense. They're gonna bring in Barnes for offense, and then Jace is already at the bench to come back in defensively.
All right, I see that. Yes,
Yeah.
good call there.
Another shooter on the floor. If they overcommit, should be somebody open on the wide side between Braden and Barnes.
Oh, wow.
Take over, Ty.
Time a guy is just feeling it right now. Big basket right there from the senior.
Timeout, Bobcats.
Boy, from the end of that third quarter on, Ty is just the threat of Kobe is so big that they're giving him space, and he is taking advantage of Braden and Barnes out in the corners. And get Meach really low down on the one block and let them operate from the top of the key there and let him roll.
Yes, yes. Keep it spaced out.
Make them choose because you can't guard either one of those two by yourself. Wasn't sure yet.
Byron Nelson looked for a three or just keep to their game plan. Jace Wilson. We talked earlier, that second chance effort, that offensive board, Byron Nelson. Cast one more the South Lake Carroll game, the last home game on a Tuesday night. Not this next Tuesday night, but Tuesday a week. And then we'll be on for the playoffs. So if you'd like to be part of the Guyer Wildcat playoff broadcast coverage, just shoot us a note on the Facebook Messenger, or you can give me a call, John Piper, and we'll see if we can get you on the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in to the Guyer Basketball Network.
Oh, and interesting. Now KJ is in here.
Trophy Club with full court pressure, trying to force a turnover.
Early in the year, Ty had missed the front end of a few 1-and-1s, and to his dismay, and I think that led to a few thousand free throws in practice.
Very
before,
unlike him. Very unlike him.
This looks way more. Big shot here.
Two big ones right there.
There we go. Now they have to play
Game right now.
Come on, KJ. Keep him from going in the middle.
Good pickup. Oh, wow.
There we go.
Turnover, and Ty McGuy gets fouled. A hand to the face.
So obvious we even got that one.
We were talking about it earlier, Chris. It's going to be some turnovers potentially at the end, some free throw shooting. That's how this was playing out with 1:04 left.
Well, it is playing out. We've gotten the right, we've got one of the right guys at the line. Front end of another one here. From now on, it'll be two shots all the way in.
Yes. Double bonus. Good shot, Ty.
Yep. This guy's one of the best shooters in
Time
all
a
of
guy,
Texas
number 13,
right here.
the senior.
Absolutely.
He's gotten a couple offers. I don't think he's made a commitment yet to where he wants to play at the next level.
Here in Youngstown might be.
Really starting to develop. He'll continue to get in that weight room, get bigger.
He is a bucket. Good defensive set here. We need nothing easy, nothing cheap either. No free ones. Make him make a bucket.
Looks like another, almost a turnover. Byron Nelson fighting and clawing, trying to stay in this one. The clock is not their friend right now. Good job by Guyer defending that ball. gets no iron, turnover, Guyer Wildcats, and you can sense this crowd right now. Big presence, a lot of football players over here, the Blue Crew, coaching staffs from multiple athletic teams here at Guyer out here. With 33 seconds left in this one.
Get some picks for each other, set a couple of screens.
Guyer has a 6-point lead.
That's what I'm saying.
The definition of
it's
a dead ball foul.
Right.
Amici Chukwu goes to the
at
line.
this point in the game is
and they fouled Amici.
Right.
So
yeah, he is an underrated free throw shooter because that stroke is not it's not the prettiest one in the gym, but I've watched him play now for 6 years, and this guy, he gets it in the bucket. Try and make him pay, big fella.
Amici Chukwu hits both of them.
Nice job. Obviously, that's the strategy, and that brings Chiron back into play now. So
defensive move.
Defensive, offensive too, because they're going to foul, and Chiron's historically a little higher percentage free throw shooter too. Oh, he took his shoulder off. Had some heat on it.
Fadeaway jumper does not fall. Wow, nice put up and in. Jade McCray.
No.
Wow, and that need to collect themselves. 2 quick buckets right there with 10 seconds left.
There's
down
so
to
much contact over there.
4-point game. Well, when I thought this thing was about bagged and tagged, Bryron Nelson just won't go away.
Yeah, well, they want this game as well. So we just have to be really solid with the ball. Keep the hands in the hot hand. Keep the ball in the hot hand.
Yeah.
Therefore, what I'm saying.
Again, thank you, Melanie McGuy, for she's down there at court level with one of the cameras tonight, doing a great job, giving the viewers just some great angles.
Yeah, hats off to Bryron Nelson outfit there.
Yeah, there's no quit in them.
Everybody crashed on the weak side, got them an easy buck underneath, and that even wasn't that easy. You take on Kai down around the rim. You got to be a little creative, but I mean, they played aggressive on the inbounds pass there. And
Guyer's going to need to get this ball in clean. No turnovers. Probably draw a foul.
Timeout, Guyer.
Jacoby Coles, a good defensive effort by Bryron Nelson. Couldn't get it in. Makes a smart call. Calls a timeout. So
Barnes is breaking to there, but he broke about a second late there and put it a little in jeopardy of the call. It was a smart timeout there. No reason to take or even risking a 5-second call there. But
I'm hoping this is something that this is preparing us for playoff, regional, and state play. I think we need to grow from this. I mean, we need to be able to have a play where we can get the ball in clean during this time of the game.
Yeah, I mean, for 3 years the play has been Davion get open.
Right.
And nobody can guard him, so that plan works fine. And without him, you've seen more pressure. And we've handled that pressure pretty well throughout the season and made teams pay. And so by and large, we haven't seen a ton of pressure. But I have no doubt that the Duncanvilles of the world will at least make a run at that pressure.
Here we go. This one's going to get exciting. 10 seconds left. Guyer maintains a 4-point lead. But Bryron Nelson will not go away. The length of the court to Jacoby Coles.
You would hope it was a nice drawn-out play, but again, I think that's something that we probably need to work on, some inbounds play towards the end of the game to make sure that we get the ball in the hands of the players that we want it in.
Well, and I think we had a little bit of a unique lineup in there too, with both point guards, and I think some of the assignments may not have been as clear as they normally would be.
Yes.
Jacoby Coles hits the second. Gives Guyer a 5-point lead.
Tyron Lindsay returns to Guyer.
It's interesting.
Bryron Nelson needs a quick basket here.
Good game on the Geyer win, 65 to 62.
Wow. That was exactly what the fans had expected. Gives Geyer a hard-fought victory going into the postseason. Starting to prep for that. There's still a couple more games left in district play. But
Yeah.
wow, maybe just what the Geyer Wildcats needed right there. A little adversity, playing from behind most of the game. Until that fourth quarter. They turned it on that fourth quarter.
John and Jerome, I think you guys are both right. I think this is maybe big picture. It's what the doctor ordered. It's certainly not their best game, but we did do really well down the stretch, playing a little two-man game, which we haven't done a lot of. We had some good defensive stops. We stopped fouling, and we stopped creating situations that were putting us in trouble, and we were able to survive a game to where not everything did go right.
I think we
did the right things.
Yes, Chris. I think we overcame adversity. I mean, we were down on the count as far as fouls. They had they were in the double bonus a lot earlier than we were, and we were chasing them, and we ended up catching them and pulled it out. I mean, I'm happy about how the game finished. Ty came in, like we said, he was fresh. He seen some openings on the offensive end, and we went to the two-man game, and he took over, and that's what we want from our senior leadership.
Well, guys, this was a lot of fun. For Chris Barnes, Jerome Coles, I'm John Piper. Thanks for tuning in. Boy, that was a great one. And I'll go on record and say that was our best broadcast yet, Jerome.
Okay, all right.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back Tuesday night against Southlake. Not this coming Tuesday, but Tuesday a week. And then all the playoff coverage, Geyer Wildcat basketball. Thank you so much for tuning in.